Hey folks, Mike Bazzine here, and welcome to Friday Night via Supercars America's first week of the season. We're back at Chicago. So last night's race was going good until I missed turn one somehow and put it in the fence. Still not actually quite sure how that happened. Just applied the brakes and the front end locked up and off I went. But another guy did the exact same thing right next to me. We never touched each other. But he quit and ended up finishing dead last on the results, and I got a mid-pack finish out of it. I finished right where I expected to be. So, yeah, I haven't changed anything on the car last night because, as we saw, it actually still runs pretty decent bent and with no front fascia. So, yeah, I'm not touching it. I'm just going to try and run my race the same way I did last night, just hopefully with less crashing. We've got, I think, what was it, 14 or 15 cars here tonight, so a little bit smaller crowd. We got some fast guys here. Paul Young's here, James Chestnut. Yeah, should be good. Again, same plan as last night. Just try and stay out of my own and other people's messes, and we should get a decent finish out of it. I had a really good lap going, and I lost it on the last turn. I was up by like 3/4 of a second. Probably would have got me ahead of Roy Clark. So now I'm just hoping that not being ahead of Roy Clark means that I get a better position side to side on the grid. I don't actually know off the top of my head. Even though the first turn is a left, I feel like I kind of want to be on the right side of the track.
You'll have to stop for more fuel before the race is over. Half the field is on the grid. Five cars left to grid. Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car to grid. Everyone's gridded. Green, green, green. Left side. You're on the right. 3 wide. Clear.
That didn't work.
We've got damage on the back end. We've got damage on the front end. That aero damage is probably slowing you a lot. You got a slow car on the right. Car stopped on the right. Go left. Car stopped on the right. Go left. slow car ahead. Car stop on the left. Leaders at the start-finish line. Now.
out of the police, you're in the press.
You got a slow car on the right. Car stopped on the right. Go left. Slow car ahead. Car stopped ahead. Go left. Twenty laps to go. Car on your left. Clear. start finish line. Now. Box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. All the damage is repairable.
A little early, but I figure I can get this done and over with before traffic picks up. The car feels fine.
Go, go, go! The leader's pitting now. go, this time by. Leaders at the start-finish line. Now.
Well, that transition was weird.
That's not good.
5 to go. You've got about 5 laps of fuel. Two left to go. 2 to go. White flag this time. You've got about 2 laps of fuel left.
Man, even with a lot of practice, I'm still a second behind.
Slow car ahead. Slow car ahead. Go right.
Second right, guys. Good job, left traffic.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Woo!
There's the flag. It's over. Good job. Very good job.
Sorry, Mike, at the start.
Oh, I definitely took some responsibility for that myself.
I think I just went with your braking marker.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have gone with my braking marker. Did you run out of gas at the end?
Yeah, I did. And I put more in than I did yesterday, so figure that out. You had someone dominating from behind. Please, I wasn't worried about you.
Pit box in 10. Okay, the race is over. Bring it on in. 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Christian, keeping me honest. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, went a little hot into turn 1 on the opening lap. But, you know, damn it, I've been getting these good starts, and I haven't been able to go anywhere with them. And the sea's kind of like parted in front of me. It's like, you know what? I've got to take advantage of one of these, and it didn't work. Hey, the front valence is still on the car. Check that out. So yeah, overall that went better than it did last night. Oh my god. Yeah, that actually worked out better than it had any reason to. That basically did the exact same thing that I did last night. Didn't go in as hard, so didn't bend anything. That was the biggest takeaway. Was Yeah, last night I knocked the whole front valence clean off the car, and I bent the steering on it. Tonight I managed to avoid all the actual important stuff and just bend some plastic. Um, yeah, car was decent. I don't know what was my best time. Was a 128.5. What did I qualify with? A 129.6 or something? Yeah. So yeah, car wasn't slow. Even with all the front end damage, aerodynamics of street courses. I mean, and this place is pretty fast. It's lots of straightaways. But no, it was fine. Um, I got who was I racing with? I think it was me, Roy, and I think Rich. Yeah, we were duking it out back and forth. I was basically just following Roy around. Roy was following Rich, and Rich made a little slip up, which is kind of like the only good way to pass here. There's not a whole lot of really good passing opportunities, other than maybe what would it be turn one, two, three, four. Um, the first real right-hander that you make going over the bridge. And that's only if you get a really good run off of like the would it be turn two. Um, which this car wasn't really getting. Yeah, you're kind of reliant on other people making mistakes. Granted, that does tend to happen a lot here, from what I've seen. Yeah, you just worry people to death, and they screw up, and you can drive around them. That's kind of how I got around Rich. Um, he just had a big slip in the worst possible spot, and I saw it. I saw it happen. Pulled alongside of him and just started grabbing gears, and that was it. Wasn't a whole lot he could do about it. So after everything kind of settled in, I pitted like a lap earlier than I had originally intended. It wasn't a huge decision. It's just I knew that halfway was coming up, and I knew that the leaders were, mentally somewhere. If the leaders pitted, they would end up somewhere around me. So or something. I expected people were going to start pitting, and I had an opportunity, and I didn't want to lose it. It really wouldn't have mattered to me one lap or the other, which way, what time I would have pitted. So it's like I know I got clear track behind me. I can make a safe pit entry at my own pace without worrying about speeding or getting run over. So I'll just knock this out of the way and get it done with, and then focus back on the racing. And then we went back out. I thought when I came around a couple laps later, I think that was Roy coming out of the pits, and I came out of the last turn and I saw he was still in the pits. I'm like, oh, I might be able to get him, and no, he pulled out in front of me to the tune of what, like 2-3 seconds, something like that. Basically picked up right where he left off. Um, and how did he end up? Or no, it was him and Andrew kind of took off in front of me, and they were off doing their own thing. And then I start looking, and I tooled around for I don't know, probably like 8 laps, just kind of minding my own business. And I'm kind of keeping an eye on my mirror and on my relative, and I'm noticing Christian's catching up to me. He is pretty quick, despite what the results say. He is pretty quick. Um, and so I'm like, okay, I make kind of a quick little mental note of the gap that he's got on me. Run a couple more laps, look down, and it's dropped by like half a second, something like that. So it's like, okay, he's reeling me in. So what? We've got like 10 laps to go. I'm gonna start really leaning on this thing, not to the point where it gets sketchy, but I'm gonna test some stuff. I started fiddling around with brake bias, and I feel like the car really responded to. I was letting off the brake more. Like right at the end of trail braking on corner entry. And the car, especially in turn 4, this car really seemed to respond to it. The little. Okay, so if this is the start-finish line right here, you come down, and then there's this you come flying down here through this little dog leg, and then this is the first bridge that you jump over. And I had been braking obviously harder than I needed to going into that turn to kind of make, like 2 turns out of it. Yeah, I found out that if you brake a little bit harder just to set the car, you can almost get all the way off the brake pedal completely. And even, I think there are a couple of laps, I even gave it some throttle in the little transition between 4 and 5. And that really helped with pace. It really helped with momentum, getting the car through that whole 3, 4, 5 section. And that gained me a couple seconds on Christian. He kept catching up to me. He got, I think, to within 1 second of me with about 5 to go. And we came off of the last turn onto the front stretch, and I just happened to look in my mirror in time to see his door. He got really out of shape, brought it right back, but that killed all of his momentum, so that got me some time back. I'm just like, okay, if I can just keep this pace up, I think I got him. And yeah, it kind of worked out that way. If he would have caught up for me, I don't think I would have had anything to defend with, but the way that it worked out was just the opposite. I kept enough of a pace that he burnt through his car, and he didn't really have anything to attack with, so it worked out. Yeah, that was fun. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you all enjoy. I got one more race going on this weekend, but it's not going to be in iRacing. It's going to be in Star Citizen. The Crux Cup Pro GP is this weekend. I'll be entered as the missile for Blue Star Transport. And that's going to be on the Ahumai Ring in Orison on Crusader. Yeah, and that's going to be at like 5 in the morning. Twitch.tv/AnziaRacing. Go check it out. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Take it easy. Have a good one.